Yeah, with some weird names in it and stuff like that, like Chooks' Nwansi or whatever the heck. How do you say your last name, Chooks? Nwansi guy? So I was intrigued immediately, obviously. No, but I'm the type of guy is, once I submitted my picture and resume and Chooks showed some interest. I guess Chooks was a Sopranos fan. He had seen me in The Sopranos, so knew some of my work. And Chooks is the kind of guy, within 5 minutes, he's such a likable guy, within 5 minutes. And after we spoke the first time, pretty much even before I even read a script, I knew I wanted to work with the guy. I really got a great feeling about him being an intelligent, talented, likable kind of guy. And then we got to the stage of looking at the script, and Chooks brought me in. And Chooks' only concern in the beginning is the way he wrote this character was, basically he saw it as a different physical type than I am. He saw him maybe as a smaller framed, more frail, really a husband that's being bullied by his wife. And once we had spoken a couple of times, and I basically convinced Chooks that I could do that just in a bigger frame. I could play that type of character, being a somewhat, decent actor, right, Chooks? I could pull that off. Then the rest was just reading the script, and I know Godfrey from, way back when I used to do stand-up back in the day, so I was familiar with Godfrey, but we had never done anything together. So that was the kicker too. It's like, wow, we get to work with Godfrey, that would be great. So that's how I got involved, and then we read the script a couple of times and workshopped it a couple of times, and I love the whole process. Another great thing about Chooks is, and you don't get this with a lot of directors, he's very, very open to having the actors do their thing and work the lines, work the scene, and we improv, and we found some things that worked, we found some things that didn't work, and he was very open and freeing for us actors, which is a great thing as an actor, to be able to do that, to be able to find things that are not, obviously on the page sometimes. So I think that's one of Chooks' strengths as a director, and hopefully he will keep working away, because it's just a wonderful working experience, working with the cast and Chooks and everybody, myself. Yes.
Obviously you've worked, on the Sopranos set. How and that's television, obviously. How different was that doing, a movie, or even though it's a short, on a red versus a Soprano, which obviously I'm sure they shoot on HD. Is that what it is?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you what they shoot on. Whatever they shoot on is expensive. They've got some money on that show, obviously. But yeah, they shot high def the episodes I did. Yeah, so. But the thing is, the thing with independent filmmaking and stuff like that, it's its own beast. I mean, you don't have a lot of time to shoot. You don't have a lot of money to shoot. And it just, like I said, I give credit to anybody that gets a film made today. And you got to give Chooks and his crew just a great job in making a film. Beginning a film, shooting a film, and finishing a film is an amazing thing. Whereas Sopranos, basically, you would go, I'd be in a makeup chair, and I'd be done with my scenes, and I'd be like home like 4 hours later. I mean, I think we were in Jersey for about 3.5 weeks to shoot a scene with Chooks, but that's what happens when you make independent films, because you just don't have the crew. I mean, we had 3 guys and a keg of beer on that set. That's what I always had with Chooks, But like I said, I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. It was wonderful, wonderful.
Hi, I'm Altria.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Actually, funny story. I was like, I think when Chooks and I talked, I was like, you kind of go back, how did I meet you? When did we meet? Because it was a while ago. I met Chooks through, I guess, friends of friends. And I think we first met, I was wearing a gold lame bathing suit. And I guess he decided that I needed to put some more clothes on, so he asked me if I wanted to be the neighbor. So I met Chooks, I was doing something on stage, and we kind of hung out afterwards. So that's kind of how I first met Chooks. And one good thing about him is that he says he's going to call you when he has work, and he truly does. And that I definitely appreciate and commend, because, we build relationships and we do a lot of networking in this business. And sometimes you meet people and you never kind of connect with them again. But with Chooks, that connection is solid when it happens. And regarding the set, I mean, it was professional. It was an all-day experience for me when I thought it was going to be a couple of hours, but that's okay, because when we go into independent filmmaking, we're very patient and understanding of the process, and And you just want to know that the film is going to get done. You're going to get a copy of it, and and that it's professional. And they fed us, and it was professional. Hey, it was healthy though. I was glad of that. I know. Well, I didn't, I abstained from the pizza. But that was my experience. So it was all good. I really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun.
And also to add to that, you guys are also listed on IMDb, so not all movies make it to that level. So which is, again, credit to Chooks for having the movie listed and having you guys listed on the
They listed it because we got into the festival.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Amor. And I think it was fate that I fell into this process. I submitted myself online and went to a cattle call with a bunch of other women, and it just so happened that, I don't know, we clicked that day in my audition, and I don't know, he saw something he liked. And the process was a very... It was all very professional. And along with the professional atmosphere that she presented, we got to rehearse, which was something that you don't get to do in a lot of films. And I found that golden because getting to work with Lou and Godfrey was a blessing. And Chooks allowed us to play in rehearsal and find some really brilliant things and find some things that didn't work so well, but you had the freedom to play around, whereas in a lot of other processes you just have to show up set, hope you got some good ideas, and you don't really know how it's going to mesh with everyone else. But we had the opportunity to develop sort of relationships, which I really, really appreciated, and I think it shows for itself in the film. And on set, it was chaos and cleverness, and it was a lot of fun. Everyone showed up ready to work, ready to do their job, and it was a delight. So, thanks.
Hi, I'm Saragon. I'm the other woman, and I submitted myself along with Lamore and some other women, and got three callbacks, I think, and it was a lot, and it was between us, and I also auditioned with them.
Sorry, you should just explain what the callback is.
Oh, the callback. Okay. What was I think you chose 100 women to audition.
Yeah, 320 women who applied.
320 women applied, 100 callbacks, 20-second callbacks, and 5 for the third callback.
So Lou he had 5 women to pick.
Lou had fun at auditions.
I don't pay, didn't I?
Go Lou! So I auditioned with Lou and I auditioned with Adam, and we were not initially part of the script. It was just a man, a woman, Genie, and a gun, and they liked us so much that
Originally, you two were the character exactly how I wrote it. The people who have the script, if you look at it, it says it's so-and-so looking guy, exactly how he looks, and a hot, big-breasted woman. Blonde hair, that's exactly her. So two of them got to, two of them were what I was looking for.
I had forgotten that, actually. I did. I had forgotten that part.
So the last part wasn't in the script. So it was because I had the people that I scripted, and they were the actors on top. But this, Lou came in and did the Sopranos thing, and I was afraid that
It totally changed
I was
it.
afraid that when I watched him do his thing, I liked where it was going. So for me, picking them wasn't because they were better actors, because she's a big horror movie queen.
Screaming.
Scream queen. That's
Thanks,
what and she has a big online following. So it wasn't about which actor was better. It was about, it's the architect in me wanting to try to just go. You know how we do it. See where that design takes you. So I wanted to just go. I kind of liked what was going on with Lou for me. So it was a personal directorial choice, not which actor is better. But because they were phenomenal, I said, She actually only had one line, I'm sorry. Had one line in the movie, but they wanted to improvise. That was the only part where I let free reign improvisation. And they just, they kind of wrote that last part.